Good morning. I am Billy Whitt, and this is my story. I feel very privileged to be with you all this morning. I've often wondered why God allowed me to be with you today. When I was born a preemie baby, and the doctors told my parents, I don't think he'll make it. But God had different plans. God had a different idea. One Sunday, when I was 10 years old, I really felt when the preacher was preaching, I just kept feeling the Holy Spirit speaking to me. And I was holding on to the pews with all I had. I just didn't think that I would be brave enough to just walk up in front of all of those people and give my life to Christ. But I just let go and I let God. And I went up and I received Christ at age 10 years old. When I was around 15 years old, I took an interest in the guitar. As the years went on though, I just started falling away from Christ. I started playing in rock and roll bands and country bands and different bands when I was 18. Like a lot of musicians, started getting into a few things that I just didn't need to be a part of. I was partying, doing things I shouldn't, and I kept thinking, well, this is just what musicians do. They get together, they have bands, and they party. And at the same time, for some reason in my mind, chasing really the impossible dream, as far as I go, in the pursuit of music. Around age 20, I had started to get to the point I was tired of the partying. It just wasn't me. It wasn't who I am. And I knew God was saying, this is not why I spared you from a baby. This is not the reason that I did this. I did this because you have something to share. When I was 22, I met my wife, Penny. We started dating with just one condition, that I would go to church. I thought, well, I had gotten away from church, and I thought, I don't know that I really want to go to church, but I sure did. I sure did love her. But I went to church shortly thereafter, dating Penny. In the same year, in September of 1980, Penny and I were married. A year later, we had a son. I saw my life go from no responsibility to all the responsibility in the world. In 1992, my mother passed away with ovarian cancer. I had still not really gotten that close to God over all those years. When we found out my mother had ovarian cancer, and I thought, how could God do this to such a beautiful, loving, caring lady? The day she passed away, it was a devastating time. But during that period, at first I got angry with God, but I was reattending church at the time. I started praying a lot to God. I'll never forget, on May the 30th, 1993, I rededicated my life to Christ. For the first time, I've totally understood what it was like to have Jesus in my life. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is from Psalms 32:1. Blessed is a man whose transgressions are forgiven and his sins are covered. I think, wow, that's what Jesus did for me on the cross. He covered my sins. He forgave me my transgressions. Felt like I'd spent my whole life searching for a purpose, and I found out my purpose is to serve Jesus and to just give him everything. But God gave me the guitar, and I thank him that I can use my gifts to glorify his name.